Bradley Pinion.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. And off we go here in Atlanta. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Great, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
And this is a big season for both Tua and the Dolphins, Mike. They need to show that they're not just a 500 team that can sneak into the playoffs and just be happy to be there. They've had a lot of success. This offense has shown a lot of flash, 73 touchdown passes over the last 3 years. But it's time now for this group to be able to take that next step and see if they can really compete, not only in the AFC East, but to see if they can compete for a Super Bowl appearance.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early. And I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Miami.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
What are you doing? Were they even paying attention? Wake up!
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
7-yard line.
Looking to run, and that's the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Whoa! And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of.
And he will get into the end zone. Ollie Gordon, touchdown Miami. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that will lead to a second down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Falcons.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On play action, Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd down, 3 to go. Again, it's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Throwing again, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there.
It leads to 2nd
and it'll
and
be
10.
2nd down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, Penix. This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Dolphins offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. In motion is Hill. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be 2nd and long.
He was brought down by J.D. Bertrand. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Play action. Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down. Tagovailoa. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Falcons offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. One's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The tackle made back at the
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's hot, left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
1st down.
The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
Robinson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Penix gonna throw again. In trouble, and down he goes. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Penix. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Romo's kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. A play fake. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. In motion is Hill. On 2nd down, A-check. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Fair catch.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line.
1st and 10.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. from the gun. It's Penix. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 1. They'll go clear. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Micah Fitzpatrick multiple times All-Pro in his safety spot to record the sack. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. They'll throw. It's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Drake.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own
the Dolphins offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. Well run with Achane. And he'll get about 5.
The ball with Achane, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. From the gun, here's Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. In motion is Hill. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Dolphins first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion is Hill. A run up the middle with Achan. He'll get about 2. Caden Ellis in on that stop.
At the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd and long. In motion, Westbrook Akine. A shotgun snap for 2. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Here's Jake Bailey now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. With the man, he's got it. It's London. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Here's Penix. That one taken in by London. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Quick throw on the RPO, and he gets it to Mooney. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
It's 4th down.
Hats off to the interior of this defensive line. Look at the penetration they're able to get up front, Mike, to defeat their blocks. And 3rd and an inch, they knew that run was coming, and boy, were they ready.
Here's their punter now,
formation,
as he is on to punt for Atlanta. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard
Devon
line.
Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. On 1st down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Dean Alford. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Falcons.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already, as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. He runs with it. And nice work there. Go into a slide and gain about 7.
A 6-yard pickup.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And here's Bijan. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. 3rd and 2. And Penix. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons are back within 1. It's 7-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like, you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. Finding room at the 35. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll get this complete. Nick Westbrook-Akine. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That one out wide to Achane. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll go with Achane. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone, and they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He takes off, and he'll give himself up here. That's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. He'll run again.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Penix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Quick throw taken by Pitts. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout, and will stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. He'll try to run for it, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, here is Penix. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. One final throw before the break. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Miles Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And what a swing in momentum here as you go into the half. Here you are offensively. Not only are you losing, but you really just have a desperation, no time on the clock. Let's see if we can steal some points, and you convert. Tell you what, that locker room looks a lot different now than it did a few minutes ago.
The kick is good, so add one more. It will take a first-half lead into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Throwing is Penix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll dodge one would-be tackle. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Penix on third down. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. Play action. Tagovailoa. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far. And it draws the flag. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Tua, give it to Achane. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Miami.
Dolphins, first down. A gain of
Remember
15.
this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Leonard Flores in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
In motion is Hill. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup,
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Over the middle, catch made by Mooney.
Complete to Darnell Mooney. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And they bring him down to 9 until he gets the 45-yard line.
A gain of
They pick up
17
17
yards.
through the air.
And the
First down,
Falcons,
Atlanta.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On 1st down, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They run over center with Robinson. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. This one pulled in by Westbrook-Ikhine. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here's 2nd and 2. In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
And a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Ikhine.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A run, and it's Achane. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That is caught by Washington. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First down.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on third and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
A quick throw right side. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Vailoa. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And the run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. It was Rasul Douglas that time to end the play.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. start the drive. It's Achane. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. They'll fake the hand. Now, Tua. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Tua and his old Bama teammate Waddle for the Dolphin first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Miami.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Here's a give to Achane. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 33, here's second down and 4. In motion is Hill. On the ground, Achane opens up this fourth quarter. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Miami.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Man in motion here is Washington. Achane. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Another one from the 5, second down and goal. One more time, it's Achane. And this one blown up. Good serve to drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mick, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
And this one right down the middle. It's good. Big points there. They are back within 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Agnew on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Pressure too much, and he goes down. That is Zach Sealer getting in there to bring him down.
Brings up 4th down.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
The Falcons send their punting unit out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Off play action, it's Tua. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the Dolphins.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
At the 42.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
19 yards.
It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Complete to Julian Hill. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run this one straight ahead with A-Chain. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come fourth down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up first and goal.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Now, faking the give. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Dolphins 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. Two and out on first down. That one out wide to A-Chain. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively, stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
Jesse Bates on recovery.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
The Falcons' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
And the Falcons, first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. Moving to his right. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
A gain of 6 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Extra point attempt to come here.
Lining up for the extra point.
He knocks it through. And the Falcons are going to extend their lead.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Dolphins 10. Bradley
Both teams
Pinion
ready to
set
go
kick
once
off.
more as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 31, here's second down and 2. Throwing is Tua. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
3rd and 2. Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. And a pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Miami.
First down, Miami.
Again, it's Tua. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
More yards.
These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
A gain of 12.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. A.J. Terrell, the tight coverage there, and he knocks it away.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike, and just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Throwing again, it's Tua. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Tua now on 3rd down. That's taken in by Achane. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Tua to throw again. He'll go left side here and complete this one. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sacked. A loss of 9 yards. And it's fourth down.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. So it's a win here for the Falcons. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.